Guys, welcome back. And what a week it was of the Champions League first leg ties of the round of 16. Man, what a performance from the teams that were in the Champions League round of 16 first leg. And in this video, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be reacting to those results. And at the same time, I'm going to be reacting to one of my own videos, which is this one right here, where I predicted the Champions League round of 16 first leg. So I even mentioned the scoring in that video, so I'm going to be reacting to all of that. And there are some of them that I got right, some of them I got wrong, and some of them were very close. So I'm going to be mentioning all of them. Let's get started in this video. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, make sure to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed the Champions League round of 16 first leg. And let's get started with the first fixture. Now, guys, the first fixture was between Club Brugge and Aston Villa. Now, I predicted that this is going to be a 1-1 draw, but I guess I was wrong. And this was the first failed attempt of that video. So Aston Villa went on to win 3-1 in the Club Brugge Stadium, and it was incredible. Like, how did they do it? But there is one thing that Aston Villa, those signings that they made, Marco Asensio, they signed Marcus Rashford. Now, these two signings have helped them so much in the attack that even in the league, they are conquering everything when it comes to attacking football. And the same thing, I think, happened in this fixture, because at the time, because these two sides, they met in the league phase of the new Champions League format this season. And in that match, Bruges won 1-0 to Aston Villa. But at that time, Aston Villa did not have these signings. So that was a matter of, the attacking football that Aston Villa did not have at that time, and now they have. That Club Brugge were not able to hold them in any way. And so I think that Aston Villa is going to be through and is going to be going to the quarterfinals, because 3-1 win away and at the Villa Park, I don't think that Brugge are going to be able to do anything. So yeah, the first prediction that I made with 1-1 was wrong, and it was 3-1 to Aston Villa. Let's get to the next fixture now. The next fixture, guys, was the Madrid derby, and it was Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid, which ended 2-1. And I predicted in my video that it's going to be 3-1, so that was very close. And I knew that Real Madrid are going to win no matter what, because this is Champions League Real Madrid. And I even made a separate video of this derby, which I watched myself, and I reacted to that derby on this video right here. You need to go and watch this, because I explained like how Atletico Madrid were so lacking in the attack. Like, whenever they started to go forward, they weren't able to find each other. That was the problem when it came to Atletico Madrid. Now, I don't know if they're gonna win at the Metropolitano. Maybe they will, because the atmosphere and everything. But yeah, but the thing is that this match, the goals were so beautiful. All of the goals were so beautiful. And I mentioned all of this in my reaction video to this, because, as I mentioned, I have a reaction video to this match particular. And the goals were so beautiful. All of them, all three goals that were scored in this entire match were so beautiful. If you didn't watch this, then you need to watch. Like, wow. They were so beautiful. But yeah, the match ended 2-1. Madrid going away to Metropolitano with a 1-goal advantage, and I don't know if they're going to win or not. Maybe Atletico Madrid have something special to show to Real Madrid at the Metropolitano. Let's hope that something like that happens, because, of course, everyone wants Real Madrid to exit the Champions League as soon as possible. They have enough of them, man. Now it's turn for the other teams to lift them, okay? Not every time Real Madrid should lift the Champions League, for God's sake. Okay. Next fixture, guys, was between PSV and Arsenal. Now, I predicted that PSV are going to win 2-0 at their own stadium versus Arsenal, but this went completely the other way, and Arsenal went on to win 7-1 at the PSV stadium. Man, this was insane. And this match was not only a match, this was like a record breaker. There are like 3 records broke in this one match. The first record was that this is the first team to win 7+ goals in an away fixture of the knockout stages of the Champions League. That was the first record. The second one was the first match to have 6 different goal scorers in a single match of an away game, I think, of an away fixture. Okay. And the third one was the first team to have two English teenagers to combine for a goal. And this was, I think, the second goal. Let me see. It was the second goal of Nwaneri, which was assisted by Miles Lewis Kelly. Now, guys, I went completely offside on this one. I thought that Arsenal are going to win, but I guess I underestimated them. And I mean, they showed up, and I think they're automatically just going to the quarterfinals. I don't think that they need to do anything else at the Emirates. So yeah, I think that Arsenal are already in 2-0, and the result is 7-1. Okay, so this is good. This is good for Arsenal. I mean, they're gonna go in the quarterfinals, and this proves that they don't need a striker. Well, to be honest, they need one, but at the moment in that match, they didn't need a striker. They literally cooked PSV at their own stadium, which was pretty good. So yeah, Arsenal won 7-1, and let's get to the next fixture now, which is Dortmund versus Lille. Now, this one I predicted is going to be 3-1 to Dortmund. 3-1, Dortmund 3 and Lille 1. Now, this also went the other way. It was not even close. Dortmund and Lille, they ended up in a 1-1 draw at the Signal Iduna Park. And this, I think, is a sign that Dortmund is going to get knocked out of the Champions League by Lille at their stadium. And the reason why I said this is because the yellow wall, of course, and there's players like Guirassy, Adeyemi, and all these players who can do damage to Lille, and especially it's a home game, so there's an advantage of beating Lille in that scoreline of 3-1. But I guess they weren't able to do that, so yeah. I think that Lille really showed up to this match, and 1-1 draw. I mean, Dortmund could do something at the Lille Stadium, but I don't think that they're going to be able to do that. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing much to say about this fixture. Let's get to the Wednesday fixtures now. So guys, now the Wednesday fixtures, and the first fixture in that video that I made that I got right is this fixture, which is Feyenoord versus Inter Milan, which I got right. I said it was going to be 2-0, and it was 2-0. So this is the only fixture that I got right in that video, in terms of scoring, though, because there are some which I was very close to, getting right, but I didn't got them right. So yeah, but this was the only one that I got right, and the reason why I got right, I think, is that the attack of Inter Milan, Lautaro Martinez, Thuram, Lukaku. Lukaku is no more there. Thuram, Lautaro Martinez, and the whole entire, the Inter Milan squad is so good. You can't beat them, especially if you're a team like Feyenoord. You can't beat them. Okay, so this was a success in predicting, and yeah, let's get to the next fixture now. This next fixture, guys, is one of the most shocking fixtures I've ever seen. Like, I know that things like this happen, but in a fixture like that and an intensity like that, seeing something like this was very, very special. And it's PSG versus Liverpool. But before we get into that, let me tell you that my prediction was. My prediction was 2-1 to Liverpool at the Parc des Princes. 2 goals for Liverpool and 1 goal for PSG, and Liverpool going to Anfield with a 1-goal advantage. And that's what happened in this match, because they won 1-0. So this was a very close one. So they won, but they didn't win in the margin that I talked about in that video. So I don't know if that's we can say that it's like 50% accurate, we can say, okay? But let me tell you the stats that happened in this fixture. So first of all, PSG had a possession of 71 to 29 Liverpool. And this next fixture is the one that actually shocks everyone. That how is this possible? PSG, even though they lost 2-0 though, they didn't score a single goal. 1-0 Liverpool. They won 1-0 Liverpool. And the shots that PSG had, 27 shots. Out of those 27, 10 were on target. And Liverpool, on the other hand, they had only 2 shots and one on target. And that was the one which Harvey Elliott just, put it in from that assist from Darwin Nunes. And this was the most shocking thing in this whole. I can't even. And they also had 14 corners, PSG, and Liverpool had 2 corners throughout the match. And in the first half, Liverpool had 0 shots, and PSG, I think that they had 14 shots, and this was so. I said that Liverpool might lose this fixture, but they won. And this is the miracle of football. Sometimes you think that you're going to lose because you're being attacked every single time by your opposition, but then you win. And this is the miracle. So this was a very big miracle for Liverpool to win in that kind of fixture. And of course, Alisson was the man of the match because what a performance. And yeah, I mean, Liverpool are going away at home at Anfield with a 1 goal advantage in this kind of fixture where they had only 2 shots and one of those shots went in. And on the other side, PSG had 27 shots and only 10 shots were on target and none of them went in. So this was like one of the most luckiest matches I would say for Liverpool to play. And yeah, it's very good to see Liverpool to go home with a 1-0 advantage, of course. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to say to this match. I mean, it was a very tough match for Liverpool, but they pull it off. And at the end of the day, they won and are going home with a 1-0 advantage. Now, this next match, guys, this is a very, very good result for this team who won. I predicted, and first of all, let me tell you the teams. Bayern Munich versus Bayer Leverkusen. I predicted in that video that Bayern Munich are going to win 2-0. They won 3-0, so technically I got it right. Just the scoring was a little bit, more than I predicted. So that's no problem. The Bayern Munich won versus Bayer Leverkusen for the first time in almost 6 matches now, which is incredible. They lost, they drew versus the. Let me show you the stats real quick. Let me show you the stats. So the stats, guys, these are like 6 matches before the one which was played yesterday, in which Bayern Munich finally won. So the first match, Bayern Munich lose to Leverkusen 2-1. The second match, they draw 2-2. The third one, 3-0. They lose 3-0, Bayern Munich to Leverkusen. The next one, 1-1 draw. The next one, 1-0 loss. And the next one, 0-0 draw, which happened just a couple of days ago. And finally, 3-0 win for Bayern Munich versus Leverkusen in the Champions League round of 16 first leg. And I predicted that this is Bayern Munich of Champions League. This is not Bundesliga. This is Champions League. And I knew that they were going to show up. No matter who it is, no matter what the history is between them, they are going to show up. And they did. And I'm actually very proud of Bayern Munich to be back in the form that they need to be. Okay? Beating Bayer Leverkusen. 6 matches in a row that didn't win a single match in those 6 fixtures before this one. And I knew that they were going to win. So that was a very good result for Bayern Munich. Harry Kane was with, of course, the brace versus them. And yeah, Bayern Munich are going to the Bayer Arena with a 3-goal advantage versus Xabi Alonso's side. And I think this is the sign that they're going to be knocked out. So, of course, this was a very good win. Musiala, of course, with the second goal. The first goal scored by Harry Kane. The third goal also by Harry Kane. What can I say? Very good result by Bayern Munich. And, yeah, I mean, let's just go to the next fixture now. Now, guys, this last fixture, which was between Benfica and Barcelona, this one, I predicted that it's going to be 3-0. Oh, sorry, 3-1. 3-1. And the reason why I said 3-1 is that day when we played against them in the same stadium, in their stadium, 5-4 result. And the 4 goals that they scored, most of them were because we made mistakes. Okay, now I have to say one thing. Benfica are very good at attacking, especially, I don't know how they play against the other opponents, but against us, I saw that they were very good in attack. And we were very good in defense. Because the result at the end of the day, yesterday, what I predicted was 3-1 to Barcelona, but the result was 1-0 to Barcelona, with we conceding 1 red card of Cubarsí. And that was very bad for Cubarsí to do that challenge on Pavlidis. Especially, it's only 22 minutes, it's 0-0. You can let him score, okay? And then you actually like do something at the rest of the match. You can make a comeback or whatever. He didn't have to do that. That's what I'm trying to say. He didn't have to do that. And the same thing happened last season versus PSG when Ronald Araujo was sent off because of the same kind of mistake that Cubarsí did yesterday. He didn't have to do that. Okay? He didn't. But he's a kid, of course. Experienced players do not do that, but kids do that. But especially, guys, when it's 0-0 and it's only 22 minutes, you don't have to do that. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, guys, we won. So technically, I got it right in terms of winning or losing, that we won 1-0 at their stadium. And guys, if you ask me that if we deserved, in this match and also the PSG versus Liverpool match, if the winners were Barcelona and Liverpool respectively in these matches. But before that, guys, let me just show you a couple of things here. So their possession was higher than ours. They had 52 possession, we had 48. They had 26 shots, we had 10. They had 8 shots on target, we had 5. And they had 13 corners, we had 4. Now it was not. Now they had 26 shots. 26 shots, and they didn't score a single goal from those 26 shots. It's the same scenario which happened to PSG versus Liverpool. Okay? And to be honest, if someone asked me that did we deserve to win? Did we deserve to win? I would probably say that no, we did not. Because we were playing bad football once we conceded that red card. Like in the first minute, we were playing good, but after that, bro, we were just being attacked all the time. If it weren't for that mistake from Antonio Silva and Rafinha scoring from outside the box, which I did not expect even a little bit that guy's gonna score from outside the box in a tight space like that on the bottom right corner right there. We could have had conceded goals, or it might be 0-0 because we, after conceding that red card, what we did is that Flick took off Dani Olmo as a midfielder, and then he inserted Ronald Araujo just to fill up that gap of the red card of Cubarsí, to make sure that the defense is complete. So because Benfica is a very good attacking team, we need to have a complete defense. If the midfield is lacking, no problem, but the defense has to be full. So that's what he did. But at the end of the day, we won, and it was a miraculous win, to be honest. And we're going home with a 1-0 lead versus Benfica. And yeah, hope that we win on the second leg. And of course, guys, that was it for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on maybe tomorrow or on the day after tomorrow. I'm going to make a video of the second leg prediction. So make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get that video and watch it. Enjoy the video, and I'll see you on the next video.